This has got to be truly my all-time favorite mystery. And I don't use those words lightly. 52 friends, if you would be so kind. Make sure, of course, everybody gets a chance to see that card. Into the pack it goes. Right about there is perfect. You see, I don't need to know what the card is. Just about where it is, though, is very helpful. I'll give the cards even a mixing. And now I'll take 3 cards at random from the deck. Very random, watch closely. Let's see, there's one, and there's another. Of these 3 cards, one of them I do believe is your card. I don't need the rest. There's a 2, a 10, and a 5. Now I can tell by the look in your eyes that your card is one of those 3. In fact, I think it's the one on the bottom, this one right over here, the 5 of spades. I was right? Yeah. You see, that's not all that big a feat, though, now that I admit it. There's only 3 cards to choose from. I could have chosen the center card. I could have chosen the top card. You'll notice the top card does bear a striking resemblance, of course, to the card on the face. That was the 5 of spades. Look at the one here in the center as well. You see, that's the one in the middle. It looks like the 5 of spades also. But wait a minute. At the very beginning, I had 3 cards. You remember, you were here.
I was here.
I thought you looked familiar to me. There were 3 cards, and the first one I showed you, you notice now has no face.
Oh, wow.
Not only does it have no face here, but if you look at the one in the center and the one on the top, none of the cards now have any faces, no matter where you look. Even the one here in the center has no face. So no matter where you would say, the top, the bottom, even in the very middle, there is no face. Let's put some faces on these cards. Well, let's see. There's a 10. There's a 2. Your card is the... what was your card? You know, I guess I never had your card even to begin with.
Oh, my goodness.
Here, there, and nowhere.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you. Here, there, and everywhere. Let's explain this fine mystery. This is my own handling of this great mystery. I've been using this performance and handling of it for the last 25 years, in fact. A little bit of trivia. A card is freely selected from the pack. Let's see what card we have. In this case, it'll be the 7 of hearts for the explanation. Here's what happens. The card is controlled to the top of the pack. I use a standard little finger break, a cutting sequence of the double undercut with cuts to the table, and the card has been controlled. I am also going to use now my blind swivel cut to pop 3 cards out of the pack. Blind swivel cut is, of course, this cut right here. That is a completely false cut, by the way. Remember, this is a selected card. I cut off the top. Now as I bring it back, it gets held onto by the ring finger. As I take the second pack, which comes out of the middle, I toss a card onto the table. I take the third pack, I toss it onto the table, and the last pack, of course, there is the selected card. That is confusing, and that's what you want, a little bit of confusion in the audience's mind. Not confusion necessarily, but a little bit of a surprise as 3 cards are popped out of the deck in a nice, flourishy manner. You truly never want to confuse your audience. You want to amaze them. So here are the 3 cards. Remember, this is our selected card. As I turn these 3 cards face up on top of the deck, I'm going to steal away this 1 card. So I will end up having a pack of 4. The rest of the cards, the balance of the pack, is placed to the side, and here's what I am holding now. As I hold these cards, I thumb them off one at a time. 1, 2, and 3. I patter to the fact that your card could be the 6, it could be the 4, or it might be the 7. Remember, those last are 2 held as 1. The pack is turned face down, And now I draw off the bottom card, sliding it out just a little bit. And I just tick the corner just like that. I say, you know, I actually believe your card is the one on the face, the 7 of hearts. I am going to show each one of these cards as if it is the 7 of hearts, and here's how I do it. After I've shown the one on the face, I'm going to slide back the top card with my middle finger, exposing everything below it. In this case, the middle card, and I'm going to draw attention to it. Your card could be the one in the middle. Now I'm going to do the Christ-Anneman alignment move. Easy for me to say. By two gentlemen, Christ and Anneman. The thumb at the back of the pack is right here. The middle finger continues pushing on that center card. As it pushes the center card out, it aligns the top card with the bottom 3. So I have drawn this back, I push that card out, and now I can grab these 3 cards, and as I draw them back, your audience will see one crisp edge here as I am apparently turning over the top card. I say, look, the top card happens to be a 7 of hearts as well. Once I have flipped that card over, I can push it off because you see I have 2 now reversed in the center actually. So when I draw this off, the back is showing. So I have just said the top card looks like your card. I place it back here, and now I do a little buckle on that card, and I flip a triple lift over. Now holding them from above in middle grip, I thumb off. Actually, with my fingers, I pull off 1 and 2 from underneath, exposing apparently the middle card. I use the top 2, held as 1, to flip that over, showing a 7 of hearts in the middle as well. I have just shown the bottom, the top, and the middle apparently as the 7 of hearts. You are now going to repeat this in an interesting manner. I now tell my audience, of course, the first card I showed you was the bottom card. Notice I reversed the order. 1 and 2. That's the 7 of hearts right there. This is a double card, which is face to face. Remember that. I square up these cards, and now I'm going to show the cards again, but with a very interesting twist. You push off the top single card, you push off the next single card, making sure you hold these 2 last ones squared as 1. When you turn this over, you will show backs on both sides. Notice how I turn this. I keep a little bend in the card because it is very important you keep these 2 held as 1. I'm holding them also with my right hand over here, grasping from below. You say, take a look. You'll notice the bottom card now has no face. Square them up. You do the alignment move again, drawing the top card back. You say even the center and the top card have no face. Now I apparently turn over the top card, of course turning over all 3 of those. You now do a little buckle, and you do a triple, turning those cards over. Apparently this is the top card turning over again. Now you are going to do a pull-off move of 1 off the face, 1 off the top with the thumb. This is a double card. You are now drawing out the middle card and flashing that it has no face as well. This double card will go to the bottom as you now do a flustration move. I flash. There is no face on the bottom card. There is no face on the top card, nor is there a face on the middle card. Repeat and watch that part over again if you need to. In fact, why don't I just do it real fast? 1, thumb off, 2, thumb off, and now draw this as though it's coming out of the middle, and there it is. This now goes on top. You're about ready for the finish. You say, let's put some faces on these cards. Turn the entire pack face up. Your audience will see one face. Slide off the back. They see the next face, and one reversed in the middle. That's supposed to be the selected card. These 2 which is the 4 and the 7, actually, the selected card, are cut to the back of the pack. And now I place these cards aside onto the top of the balance of the deck, which has been placed to the side. There it is, your card, and your card was the Queen of Spades. You know, I guess I never had your card to begin with. A nice added touch on this too is because now the audience is surprised. Wow, my card wasn't even there to begin with. Remember, this is the selected card. I now just throw this into the pack and the audience believes the mystery is over. Now, as a nice extra added touch, I pick these cards up with the audience feeling that the mystery is over. I do my top palm, pushing the card off. The left hand takes the pack away. I give them a riffle, and I snap the card out from my fingertips, revealing it. Take a look. There's the card, just like that. Here, there, and everywhere. I thank you for your kind attention.